Big up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Football Fan View, and we are just going to be wrapping up our weekend preview this afternoon. We'll be looking at the games that are going to be taking place at the weekend. Guys, do not forget to subscribe, like, and share the content. Do all sort of. So it is football is back again, and we are at least we are very sure of that one that there's going to be football this weekend. Yes, it's not as if there has not been football before, but one way or the other, the whole international is on, and at least the international for the year is gone, and we no longer have to talk about international for the year again. So actually, today we will be looking at Premier League games that are going on over the weekend. So, mind me, don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section to every part of this particular video that you might want to share your reactions or your own your reactions about. So that's exactly what we want to do today. So this morning we are actually we're going to be starting with the Premier League. We're going to be starting with the Premier League this weekend, and basically I would just like to quickly go into some of the matches that we want to look at over the Premier League. Talking about the first match of the game, which is Chelsea and Leicester. Now, quickly, my own is there's nothing else that is going to happen in this game than the Chelsea win, because basically for me, Chelsea is on form right now. They have a lot of their players who actually went for the international, and they did well. Kopama is good. I think Kopama pulled out of the whole the international. I don't think he went, but overall, I think it's nice enough that Chelsea, no injury, they are on good form, and Leicester is actually doing terribly this season. So for me, I don't see Leicester causing any upset in that game. I don't know what's going to happen, but I see Chelsea winning that game outrightly. As in, so for if you want to see anything before you, I said it. Chelsea right now, they have not yet gotten to any player I can see they can actually fumble at the moment. I think the most important thing, the big games that they would have fumbled would be the big teams. Actually, against most of these small teams, especially against Leicester, I don't think any special thing can happen in the game. There can't be any shock at all in that game. So for me, it's a Chelsea win and nothing else. Then we will move to the next game, which is the game against Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Now, Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Funny enough, for those of you that might not know, if you are on NTA Lagos, one way or the other, the bond service is actually going to display this. This game is actually for free. So for your information, for those of you that might don't know where to watch the game, you can watch the game on NTA. Like, honestly, I just saw the game is on NTA and also on Sporty TV. So for those of you that know that, you'll be able to see the game. And that is the kickoff there is 4 o'clock. It's a 4 o'clock game on a Saturday. And Arsenal takes on Nottingham Forest. Now, there's a lot of issues on this game, talking about the squad, where we have Arsenal is supposed to have some players injured, but injured or not, like I believe that Arsenal season has just started, because I believe our season has just started, and I believe we're going to kickstart this season. As in fact, our season just started now, and I'm sure with the return of Odegaard, and we heard that this Leonardo Trossard had a knock, but I don't think that knock should bring anything special. Should still change anything in that game, because I believe everybody should be available for that game, no matter what. I think they are all well rested for that particular game, and for me, they don't have any choice than to actually win that game. Nothing than a win, nothing less else a win. Speaking for us now. So I didn't give my prediction for Chelsea. I think Chelsea will win that game against Leicester 3-1 or something, 3-1 to Chelsea. I think it will end 3-1 to Chelsea, in favor of Chelsea. Nottingham Forest, Arsenal. I think I'll give Arsenal 2-0. I think Arsenal will win the game. Might be shaky a little bit in the beginning, but I think they will win that. The Arsenal will come out with a win. First of all, they are home, and if they have to get, there's an argument on if we are actually in the title race or we are not. I think this is just the main point. This is one of the matches that we, can put them back right into the game, and they can actually look into the game and say, okay, yes, they are back. If they need to be back in the title race, then automatically they have to somehow win this game. And I don't think it's too much to ask. I think they are going to win the game. I think Arsenal will win the game. I'll give Arsenal 2-0 to Arsenal. And this is the big one for that Saturday, and that is the kickoff between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City. Now, Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City are actually in the same challenge. They are actually facing the same challenge at the moment, in the sense that City has one of their biggest players out, injured, and then City has one of their biggest players injured. Yes, in person of Rodri. Rodri is actually injured at the moment. Then Tottenham also has been epileptic, somewhere with whatever they're doing. They've been epileptic at the back. The high line they keep. They've not actually, also been doing well. But let's not take away from Tottenham. Tottenham has always, given City a pro for their money. Apart from the fact that, apart from that last game when they had to play, to in favor of us now, and definitely we all know what happened. When they lost that game 2-0, and that's towards the end of last season. But to me, I feel Ange has a lot of points to prove because his team has been, they lost against Ipswich, which definitely I'm sure would be haunting them at the moment, and they wouldn't want to lose this game. So the game is poised to be a good one. I am sure it is not going to be less than entertaining. City cannot afford to drop points in this game. Tottenham also will want to make something in this game, and they don't have, at least, to get their season back on track. So for me, this game is going to be the icy one. It's going to be entertaining. But I am sorry, but I'm seeing a draw in this game. I feel Tottenham is going to hold Man City to a draw this weekend. It's going to be a straight draw this weekend. That's for me. That's what I think is going to happen over there this weekend. If you think else, what else? Put it in the comment section. Big up everybody that is watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And then please, it's always important to leave your comment. I would like to know what you think about that game. Also, moving on to the next game, which is the game on Sunday, and that is Liverpool Southampton. And then let's go with Liverpool Southampton first. Southampton they've been struggling. They've been trying to win games, but they've not been able to win the game. So let's just forget it. They are not going to get another win. They are not going to start getting straight wins against Liverpool. This Liverpool is flying at the moment. I know I'm expecting them to drop points because I still believe it's not going to be rosy. I feel they're going to have. I still feel I support that motion that says that they are still running on that manager bounce of a thing. Don't take it for them. They are playing very, very well, but I still feel like they can't continue that way to the end of the season. If they do, we will see before the end of the season if they actually, end up doing that. Yes, that would be nice, but I just personally feel they are flying at the moment, but I feel they are not going to be like that throughout the season. So if Arsenal can, put up their house and start putting up wins on the board, I'm sure that we can get close enough to Liverpool to start looking onto the game. That game is 3:00 on Sunday, and Liverpool will be away to Southampton, and nothing less than a win for Liverpool. Even though I want them to drop point, but I don't think this is the game they are likely to drop point. I believe they are actually going to beat Southampton by 3-0. I think they are going to beat Southampton 3-0. I don't think. I think with Van Dijk and Kanute will just be too much for Southampton to handle. And the last game we'll be looking at today in the English Premier League will be Manchester United and Ipswich. Now, United, I said this in my last video. I said I won't be surprised if United starts going on a very long run now. If they start winning series of games, I won't be surprised. And I see them starting that from this game. The new manager, the new idea, the spirit has been lifted at Old Trafford. So automatically, I don't know, even though they are away, I won't be surprised if they get a win. And this one, I would give nothing less than a win for United. At least maybe 2-1 to United. I think it will be 2-1 to United, 1-2 to United. And I feel it's going to be a win for United. But before we also go on, before we move up on that, I would just like to actually, look into some other leagues. I want to look at some other leagues and look at what the fixtures we have for the weekend. So I'm going to be starting with the Bundesliga. I want to see if there is any special game we could look into for the Bundesliga. Any special game? Yes, I actually want to look at this game. To you guys, and I want to pick my comment from this particular game. Hold on, let me just I'm going to share. Now, let me put this up at the moment. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think we are back. I want to speak about Leverkusen. I want to speak about Leverkusen. Let me add this to screen. Yeah, I want to speak about Leverkusen, and I have my reason for saying this. Now, there is a lot of case on this particular team last season. Xabi Alonso teams last season. Today they are playing and then in the Bundesliga. And if you notice right now, they are actually, if I'm not mistaken, they are actually on fourth on the table after a series of draws. After a series of draw, fourth on the table. Now, let me just say this. I'm never in no words. People should just get me right. Let me put myself full screen on this. I'm never in any way saying that Xabi Alonso is not a very good coach. I'm not saying he's not a good coach. I'm not even saying that Arteta is better than him or anything. I want to just make a comparison. We had this argument on the group chat, and I said, Xabi Alonso, who is a good coach, young upcoming coach, promising, went up last season. But I'm telling you, the whole thing that happened to Leverkusen last season, it's a great achievement, and kudos to Alonso. But I'm telling you, we all know that the reason why this happened. We all know the reason why this happened is because this team was fortunate because those teams in the Bundesliga were not actually doing well at that particular point in time. It was like the season when Leicester won the league in the Premier League. When they did won the league in the Premier League, a lot of teams went to sleep. Even Arsenal, when everybody went to sleep. So things like that happens once in a while when you have teams just other teams just falling asleep, and then your own team a particular team just decides take the games in within the stroke of the neck, and then begin to win games. And when they do that, automatically they just win. They get into the game, they win the games, they win points, and then they start winning. This is what happened. And somebody will tell me that, oh, yes, but they won the cup and they did this. You don't even bring cup into this particular conversation, because you and I know that when it comes to cup, the best team doesn't win cup all the time. It's not all the time that your team has to be the best team wins cup. No, you can be lucky, you can be playing terribly, you can be last. Chelsea won the Champions League when they were 8th. So it doesn't matter whatever position you are. Anybody can win a cup. I've seen Wigan win a trophy, and go to relegation. They won in the FA Cup, and when it was in the FA Cup, they won and they went to relegation. So forget about that. But the league I'm talking about, I think it was a couple of a lot of things that worked together for them. And then after a while, they started living on the spirit. Imagine, there was a point Leicester got to. Leicester got those wins to an extent that when they now got to that particular point in time, they knew that, okay, the spirit was just on. So they kept on winning games, and nobody could stop them. That was what happened to Leverkusen. And big respect to Xabi Alonso. And in no way am I undermining what he has done. He has achieved a lot. But I said it before I can accept that fact that this was not a flash in the pan. He has to either, win a cup for them this season, or just at least be close to that. He has to be close to that league table. If he's not there, fighting for it, I believe it's a flash in the pan. I'm still going to stay the fire. It's a flash in the pan, and it is due to the fact that some of the team in the Bundesliga at the moment were not good. So that is just my own for that particular game. I felt like that is just it. It's not a diss against them, but they have actually been underwhelming this season. Not where with the availability of the player they have. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually finish even out of the top 4 this season. I'm just saying mine. That's what. Look at their game. They've just won 4. They've drawn 5. And they've won. And for me, that is just that on that. No arms. If you have your comment, you can put your reaction to that in the comment section. Now, moving away from that, I would like to also talk about another game in the Serie A. Actually, I want to talk about two games in the Serie A that I will be actually monitoring more in the Serie A this particular day, and that is the game involving two Nigerians at the moment. Two Nigerians at the moment. Let me just bring this up now. Two Nigerians at the moment, in person of Samuel Chukwueze. Let me hope that AC Milan against Juventus, AC Milan against Juventus. You can see Napoli is on top of the league in that league, and right now the second game I'll talk about is the Atlanta game. Atlanta is actually on fire this season, and it has been due to no other person than Ademola Lookmon. But let's just look into the case of Samuel Chukwueze. You have Juventus against AC Milan. I don't know, in last couple of matches, Chukwueze has actually improved his game and has, is showing a glimpse of what we actually saw in the Spanish La Liga that made the AC Milan the big giant. He's actually playing in the big team. With the pedigree of AC Milan, I expect him to be doing more. So I hope I'll be keeping a tab on that game, and I'll be expecting Samuel Chukwueze to actually shine. I hope and I pray that he starts in that game, because I think it's high time some of our players begin to light up the world, just like Lookman is doing at the moment. Also, I would just like to move on to the next person on this list, and that is the person of Atlanta. And looking at Atlanta's game going on tomorrow, their game is going to be going on tomorrow against Parma. Atlanta against Parma. I'm sorry, I have nothing else to say than to tell you that this is a win for. I will be rooting for Ademola Lookmon in this game against Parma. I'll be rooting for Ademola Lookmon, and I'm watching closely. The point. There's just a point. I'm not expecting. In fact, for me personally, for the fact that the way Napoli treated Ademola treated Victor Osimhen, I'm telling you, I don't want them to actually get anything this season. So I will be rooting for Atlanta. Up Ademola Lookmon, big up Ademola Lookmon, that might be doing the show, the star man, or the star man, Ademola Lookmon, who will be running the show in that particular game. And for me, this guy is just a man. This is the hottest winger in the world right now. Tell me anybody, I don't know, bring anybody. I remember when Arsenal fans were saying that, they don't know, they are not sure if he's. Look, this guy is the guy. Ademola Lookmon is the guy at the moment. I saw one of the I think the games he sent, I don't know, an article that was talking about the guy being nominated for maybe outfit player award. I think he deserves everything he's winning at the moment. It's big up him, at least playing for Eagles. I'm always excited to have him doing fine, and that will be that for the Serie A. Now, I don't think there are big games in the weekend. Let me just look at I think the only place we have not looked at the moment is the La Liga. So let's look at the La Liga games, and let me see if there is any special games so far for us to look at the moment, because I think Barca is just flying away with the league at this point. I don't know. I don't think Madrid has any solution to this guy, to this guy at the moment. These people at the moment, I don't think they do, because Barca, although Barca lost their last game, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I think they lost their last game. Yes, I think against Sociedad. Yes, I think they lost their last game. So I think there's a game today. Let me just share the screen. There is a game today. Okay, hold on. Let me just get that up now. Yeah. So there is a game. Yeah. So there is a game today. Getafe, Alaves, Mallorca, Leganes, Madrid. I think there's anything special in the La Liga to look up to. Tafigo. Okay, we have Getafe, Valladolid today. Valencia, Betis tomorrow. Atletico Madrid, Alaves, Genoa, Espanyol, Las Palmas, Mallorca, Celta Vigo, Barcelona, and I think that's more like what's happening all over. And on Sunday, you have Osasuna, Villarreal, and we also have Sevilla and Real Vallecano, Leganes, Real Madrid. I think we are beginning to repeat some fixture there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special in that league. We move on. There's nothing much, nothing really in the Bundesliga. But generally, let's now go into general news, and let's look at some of the news we picked up along the week, the ones we were able to discuss relating to the Premier League. So I think the first one that we need to look at is this, which is this man. I just have to bring him up because if I don't think I'm doing justice if I don't bring him up today. I have to bring him up. Yeah, I think this is the biggest of the news that we are looking into today. It's a big one. Guardiola's new contract. This guy has finally signed a new contract, even at Manchester City again. Now, this is what I would like to know from various fellow Arsenal fans. What is our real take concerning this? Do we think we can do this? Because the ups and downs, the way Arsenal fans has been reacting so far, to the fact that we have not actually been doing well. I want to even ask, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans, what do you think? Do you think any other person can actually still, allow this, steal the league from this man? Because at the moment, this man, I don't think there is anything we can do at the moment to to take this to take this from him, because at the moment I don't think we have what it takes to take it from him. But but for me, this is my take. I believe if Arsenal goes into the market over this week, over this January, and we're starting to probably get a striker, get a wing man, and I think at least a point man. For me, okay, let me just go straight to. Let me hit the nail on the head and go straight to like the kind of let me just say. Let me mention if, say, or what, say, or maybe. Let me just go straight. Like, let's assume Arsenal sign a Victor Osimhen at the moment. Now, Victor Osimhen, is available. He has a buyout clause. Or Victor Gyökeres, he has a buyout. Let me just say we get a Victor Osimhen and we get an Ademola Lookman, to play on the right wing at the moment, and then we throw them in January, and then they just, they flow up with the team, and they say, I see that with the fact that City has not actually gotten some things right so far this season. I am believing that Manchester City can actually flutter this season. Not as if they can, but they have even actually flutter this season. And for me, I feel like that is the only way Arsenal can actually win this league. I think we just need signings, and I think just new signings to put up things in January. If you bring a new player in January, I'm not even panicking. January we get the players. I believe we will see. Even with the team we have, I feel we can catch up. But I feel we just need that X factor, like this new striker, so that the load can move away from the likes of Bukayo Saka. Loads can come down from the likes of Martinelli and Martin Odegaard. We can have go out there and actually win more games. And for Liverpool at the moment, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this guy, for Liverpool, Mo Salah. And I have my reasons for actually wanting to discuss generally Liverpool. I think I need to discuss Liverpool to an extent in this video. Let me just look at the Liverpool. Now, looking at Liverpool as a team, I want us to just look at Liverpool as a team. This guy, Mo Salah. Now, see, whatever way you want to look at it, Liverpool at the moment are flying. And this is not a matter of, me, putting fans aside. I appreciate what they are doing. They're actually doing fine. And if there's anybody who is actually proving himself to be a contender in this season, it is Liverpool. But they have a lot of fixtures that is coming up where I'm going to actually then conclusively, believe that Liverpool at the moment are just everything. Let's look at their next run of games. If they are able to scale through their next run of games and they remain on the top, that is by top, maybe by the end of December, and they're actually at the top, I see them running away with this league because the gap they are creating is just mad. And at the moment, I feel what they are going to do is they are going to, run away with the league. But at the moment, without those matches being played, I still believe that there's a lot that needs to be done by Liverpool, if to prove their title, if their title worthwhile, that they are going to be there, they just need to do more. I know the Liverpool fan that has been, big up Epsiva, that has always been, taunting me with the fact that, yeah, they are top of the league, they are this, they are that. But I am giving you till the end of December. If by the end of December and January, you are on top of the league before the running, I'm telling you, then I don't have a choice than to just kind of hands over. And then, now this, I want to make my remark concerning the issue of what happens if Arne Slot wins the league ahead of Arteta. Now, I've been saying that questions to many people. If Arne Slot wins the league ahead of Arteta, apart from the fact that I will tell you that the context applies, but let me just put that. But if he does, at the moment, put context aside, I still believe that Liverpool was a better team than we were, even though we finished ahead of them twice. We finished ahead of them twice. You can go back and say, okay, is Jurgen Klopp, this, because if you are asking question of Arteta, then you should have asked question of Jurgen Klopp, because Jurgen Klopp handled that same team and failed to win the league. And then if an slot comes in and win the league, then you cannot also, if you are bashing Arteta, you're right to have, because yes, we believe he should have, been the next in line, and if Slot should take it, then but if you are bashing him, you should be bashing the club also, who are the team and couldn't win, because that team, this same team, Liverpool team, finished third last season. In fact, this same Liverpool could, in previous season, went to play in the Europa League. So let's be honest with ourselves. There is nothing you can tell me for the time, even apart from the fact that, take note, I said context applies. I am expecting that Arteta will win something this season. But the truth of the matter is that, come what may, Arteta has not done bad enough. Yes, he has not won any trophy, but he has not. I'm not in the league of those that believe that the team has regressed at the moment. I don't know what you think. You can put it in the comment section. Now, before we go, I would just like to remind us that tomorrow, hopefully, I'm just hoping that tomorrow I'm able to do a show. At the moment, I'm having difficult challenges in running the show tomorrow morning. I hope the panelists will be available, for the show tomorrow morning. And that is by 8 a.m. in the morning. I will try my best to make sure I get the panelists if they can get on the show. Thanks so much for watching. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. And whatever is your comment, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. So that is my roundup for the week. And I big up anyone. If you actually have something you want us to do together, you just DM me anytime. I'm a lover of sport. Over here on Football Fan View, everybody is welcome. Your opinion counts. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be looking forward to see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you on the next one. Stay blessed.